Yeah, thanks, Steve, and thanks everybody for giving me a few minutes. Before I get started, driving in this morning, I don't have any details other than to hear that two students at Iowa State passed over the weekend in a boating accident. Again, I don't know details, but I certainly know enough to know that tragedy is on the hearts of a lot of families in Iowa State. So our thoughts and prayers go out to all of them. It's hard to transition from that, but I am going to. Very excited about starting spring ball. I look at this as, sort of the first chapter of post-COVID pandemic sports, and I know it's still with us. Don't get me wrong, but I really feel like we're having a chance to turn the page. Congratulations to Kirk and the student athletes for the amazing job that they did last year, finishing 15th in the country. Amazing circumstances. And just excited to go forward. We have received the path forward from the Big Ten and from the University of Iowa to have fans in Kinnick Stadium again. So I couldn't be more excited about that, and I know our fans are going to share that excitement. The infections are down, the hospitalizations are down, and vaccines are certainly becoming more readily available. Don't have any clarification on percentage this spring. We're having 50% at spring sports. I'm certainly pushing for, rooting for, praying for 100% in Kinnick Stadium, but fans nonetheless, so excited about that. I am just going to share a few moments, talk about an announcement we made earlier today. Before I do, I'd be remiss, talking about football and their success, but talking about Lisa Bluter and her team, Fran and his team, the story of Luca Garza and Caitlin Clark. It's just amazing. And then Tom Brands wins a national championship. And just before we came out, I think all of you saw that Spencer Lee, the man who wrestles without knees or without ligaments anyway, amazing accomplishment, was just named the Hodge Award for the second straight year, sharing that with the wrestler Gable Stevenson up in Minnesota. So just incredibly great things going on. Our field hockey team is ranked number 2 in the country right now. Track won a championship, Big Ten championship. Women's gymnastics won a Big Ten championship, and on and on and on. So great news occurring throughout the department. Excited and appreciative of our student athletes. So to the great news for today. Earlier today, we sent out a release announcing that Will and Renee Moon have made the decision and the contribution to endow the head football coaching position. And Will and Renee, and in addition to another endowment, a Football Excellence Fund, they've been great fans for a long time. Their passion is unbelievable. My wife and I became friends with them several years ago, and just love being around them. Every time we have a campaign or a need, they've stepped up. They go to away games, they come to home games. They buy tickets for themselves and lots of other people. And just recently, they were at both the NCAA and the Big Ten basketball tournament. So just so grateful for their ongoing passion and support. So going forward, Kirk Ferentz and every head football coach from now on will carry the title of the University of Iowa Moon Family head football coach. And this is just great and exciting news. We have had several of those announcements, or a few of those announcements over the previous few years. Just a few weeks ago, we announced that Sue Beckwith had endowed the women's basketball head coaching position. And a few years ago, Henry and Patricia Tippie endowed the athletic director position, something I'll be eternally grateful for. These announcements are so exciting. When I arrived, I knew what great support we received from Hawkeye fans. I've seen it in practice now for over 15 years. And especially in times of fiscal challenge that we're in right now, whether it's a $50 gift, a $500 gift, a $5 million gift, we're just so grateful for the incredible support. We put out a written release sharing a little bit more about Will and Renee, but now we also released a video. So I hope you'll get a chance to take a look at that. It celebrates this gift, but more importantly, it celebrates their passion, shows how passionate they are. So with that said, again, just thank you to Will and Renee. Thank you for making this decision. Appreciate your support, appreciate your passion, and appreciate your friendship. So with that, I'll step aside and I'll let Coach Ferentz kind of kick off the spring the spring season. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.